Welcome to the show. It's Real Talk with the Six Man. I'm your host, the Six Man. This podcast is uncut, unscripted, and we talk about a wide range of topics. Black entrepreneurship, social injustice, education, finances, the family dynamic, Me Too movement, Black Lives Matter, and mental health, along with many more. It's a Real Talk podcast to empower, educate, encourage, uplift, and inspire, and to allow others to be better than they were yesterday.
You're listening to Real Talk with the Six Man.
Yes, you are. And that is my baby girl. I always try to put her on the end just so y'all know she's still with me, And it's Wednesday. And again, like last week, we got a lot that we're gonna try to cover. Our mate, she late as always. She always late. Look, she in the background cussing me out because she's not late for real. But she be like, "No, I'm not. I ain't late." But yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot to cover this week again, y'all. And this week, we're doing something a little bit different. We actually are streaming live in our Facebook group, Real Talk with the Six Man, in the Facebook group. So I'm hoping that some people come on and see what we got going on. As always, there's always something for us that we talk about. We got somebody in the comments already. What's going on? What's going on? And so, listen. So just a full disclaimer, real fast. So we are streaming on my public Real Talk with the Six Man podcast page. We're streaming on YouTube, Real Talk with the Six Man, the podcast, and we're also streaming inside the Real Talk Six Man group, right? It's a private group on Facebook. So when you chat, we might not see your name, right? Unless you give, StreamYard authorization to get your name and everything on. But it does not mean that we still cannot see your comments. So we definitely can still see your comments. We just might not see your name. So right now, whoever said, "Hey, Cuzzo," it just says Facebook user. It doesn't tell us who it is. And then Miss Marissa, she's on. It tells us who she is. And she says hello. And I'm saying hello back, Marissa. So just let you guys know, if you're going to comment, we're still going to see the comments and we will acknowledge the comments. It's just that if you're in the Facebook group, the private group, for some reason, StreamYard does not allow us to see who you are unless you actually allow them to see you. So that's how it works in the group. The last couple of weeks, I've been saying I was only going to do it on my page and on YouTube, but I was like, you know what? The group is missing out. We normally talk on Wednesday nights. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to add the group so they can be a part of the conversation. So if they want to watch along, it is what it is. Oh, it's my cousin, Ty. What's up, Ty? What's up, champ? Yeah, you missed the last one, but you here, so it's all good. So like I said, just to reiterate, we are streaming live on my Facebook page, on YouTube, and we actually are streaming inside the group. So I think this would be a good one for everybody. I mean, I'm excited. I'm always excited to be on here with y'all. Let me bring on the co-host real quick. Let me bring the co-host back in. What's up, matey?
Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody.
What's cracking?
Nothing much.
Hey,
to be here.
So it's Hump Day edition again, right? And so we at the middle mark of the week again. And so, how's the week going so far? Like, what does the week look like for you? Busy? Is it falling off towards the end of the week? Like, how does it look?
Well, it's busy. I take vacation next week, so it's just crammed. I mean, this week is just crammed with a lot of stuff. So it's been very busy, but I'm happy though. I can't really complain.
Yeah, I think busy is better than not being busy. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
I mean, it's almost like. I mean, for me, being busy at work helps me because it helps the day kind of, you know what I'm saying, like be gone. Mm-hmm. When it's slow, then it's like, dang, you gotta kind of figure out things to do and shit like that. So, I mean, yeah, but I don't know. For me, I mean, it's still kind of busy for me. Mm-hmm. For my company, we're in our slow season right now, so we're building. We're in not a hiring boom, but we're hiring as many people as we think that are qualified to come in. So that way, when it gets busy, we kind of already prepared, for people taking off and just kind of inputting people when we need them. and just trying to, build right now. So I mean, but I think I've been trying to focus on the exercise. So I've been doing stuff at work, doing a little bit when I get home. Angel's been walking when she's getting home, and I'm like, just let's not just make this something because we're going to Mexico, right? Let's make it where it's something that we're gonna do regularly. Because when we got down here, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, well, I ain't gonna. I could just speak for myself. I mean, she'll probably say the same thing, but I could just speak for me. So when I got here, I ain't gonna say I got comfortable. I'm just gonna say I got used to the vibe, and the vibe is just chill all the time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whether we at the pool, whether we at the beach, I mean, you might go to the bar, get a drink or something, but it's just chill, right? And so you get used to just being in chill mode so much. You know what comes with chill mode? You be eating, because you be chilling. So I gained like I want to say I gained like, so when I first got here, I want to say I was between 225, maybe 220 and 225. And then when I got on the scale like 2 weeks ago, it told me I was 249. And when I got on the scale, not the other day, it said that I was 244. So I'm gradually, kind of dial it back. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. And then even with that, is just, staying consistent in what we do and all that good shit.
Yeah.
But just want to say shout out to the family. Everybody is coming in. Say my bad, super late. It's all good, champ. It's all good. Everybody says same as you, working hard. My man Damo talking about let me see. There, bro. Back away from the table. Back away from the table? Nah. Why would I back away from the table? I mean, listen. At the end of the day, for me, I carry it this way great, so I don't be tripping. I mean, when I get out of the shower, I'll be like, damn, Slim, you jazz, yeah. But I'm like, you know what? I'm happy. Peace of mind is here, so I'm good.
That's good. That's good.
So man said, yeah, they not letting me hit this lottery. Nigga. If
like
only Joe, man, listen. If I could hit the lottery, man, it would be, I ain't gonna say easier, but it would be, god damn, you hear me? Marie, Miss D Marie, what's up, babe? All right, so we gonna get into this, y'all. We've been chatting for a minute, man, and we want to dive right into it. So this week, man, we got a couple topics that we want to talk about. We got a couple current events that we're gonna rap about, and then towards the end, I took a question out of the group, since now we got group members in the chat, and so I took a question out of the group that I thought was interesting. It didn't get as many comments, but I want to see, now that it's here live, how many comments it may get and what people may say about it, just to see anybody has anything to say about it, right? So, matey, I really don't watch the news that much. I mean, I kind of, get it mainly from Facebook and social media sources, or people may send me stories, but this story was everywhere. And I was just like, I hate the fact that it's him and that he's getting this fucking publicity, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, because he talking about he want to fucking run for president yet again. So I don't know, man. But this dude right here, man. This dude right here, man. So in my mind, what I'm trying to figure out is this. This is what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out why my mouse stuck. My mouse is like stuck right now today. It's like really tripping today. My mouse doing what your mouse was doing.
Oh, the other day?
Yes.
Yeah. Like it had a mind of its own.
Lucky for me, I got a tap screen. So the FBI raided former President Donald Trump's home in Palm Beach, and it's Mar-a-Lago, and it's like 45 minutes from me, right? And so we got these Trump supporters kind of scattered around everywhere in Florida, but in the Palm Beach area specifically, they heavy. When you ride past their houses, they got all of their signs outside. Trump 24. I mean, they got the X'd out Biden sign. I mean, they let you know in Palm Beach, man, that this is
they with him.
Where is that, right? And so again, with this dude, I just feel like, personally, I feel like I just want him to go away, if that makes sense. Like I just want him not to be relevant anymore, and I just want him to go away. And we did our Trump and let's just be done, right?
I know.
But I think it's so many people on his side, Republicans, Democrats, the government, just United States. I think they look at him like this dude really carried the shit out of us. Like he really said some stuff. He really did some stuff because he really said and did some stuff that we do not know anything about. And I'm catching little stuff like bits and pieces like every day. Like he did what? Oh, he did what? Like they said that he literally took information that was supposed to be in the National Archive and took it out and took it with him. Like, bro,
he's just, I know.
What are you?
He's out of control.
What are you doing, cuz? Like it's almost like he asking to get locked the fuck up. So I mean, so it got a lot of coverage. It was on the news, it was on TV, everybody talking about it. But my question to you is, how do you feel about it? Like, do you think anything is gonna come out of this? Because under a post I saw, I was like, what the fuck this gonna do? And somebody was like, oh, and this is gonna happen. They're gonna persecute him, and this, and this, and this, and I'm just like, man, whatever. So how you feeling about that, man?
You know what, Kevin? Sometimes, like with the government, I just feel like, when is it going to happen? Because remember, they were supposed to impeach him or something right after he left office, and I remember that was like Biden and even like the Congresses. Oh, that was going to be their number one move: bring him back, interrogate him, and have this trial and stuff. We're still waiting for that. So now, okay, great. Oh, FBI raided his home. Okay, well, what is that going to do? Like, are y'all going to, arrest him or put him in custody soon? It's just like they have these little step-by-step little things, but no one's doing nothing. So I just feel like this Trump saga is going to last long. It's going to last probably until time for election again.
And so I'm assuming that this is one of our group members in the group just responded to saying that the economy was great when he was in office. And guess what? It'll be a lot of people, and I'm not necessarily saying this is a Trump supporter, but it's a lot of people who say that. It's a lot of people who say the United States was good to go when he was in office. And I mean, you can argue that left and right. I'm not really here for that. Me personally, I just feel like, I'm not saying that entertainers can't run for the highest office in the world, right?
Yeah.
But it's sometimes just hard to like give them their respect, if that makes sense. Like, you know how people say respect is earned, not given?
Yes.
So it's kind of hard for me to earn his respect because he's fucking Donald Trump. I'm like, what the like?
I just feel with Donald Trump is that because even there was probably some good aspects of his presidency, like the economy was great. I mean, he is a great businessman at the end of the day. But when people's simple human rights were slowly starting to take, I mean, a good businessman. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's just say he was a businessman.
Yeah, we'll say he's a businessman.
Yeah, let's just...
But the thing is like when he was taking people's simple civil and human rights away. That's when I'm done with you. You know what I'm saying? Like you. I mean, come on, you can't run a country like that.
And I think people on both sides feel a certain type of way with that dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
especially now because there's a lot of the people that was in his corner throwing his ass under the bus, right? But then this is something that I heard not too long ago when I heard this conversation. Can't arrest him because he has too many secrets that folks should know. And I'm like, guess what? That may be very well true. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, as we've seen throughout the years, nobody's really above the law.
I was about to say that.
No, and a couple of these judges that he put in place, they putting charges against him now. They're allowing charges to go through. So, I mean, I can't say you can't arrest him. I don't know how that looks. I mean, I know that's a little like crazy, but
like what you said, he's not above the law. I mean, nobody is.
Hey, look, and again, this is a true statement. That's a true statement. I feel like the last 16 years, other than maybe Obama for a hot minute. Like, I mean, shit. Guess what? I haven't really paid attention to the presidency like that since Bill Clinton, man. When motherfuckers want to talk about when a president was in office, the word nigga. When Bill Clinton was in office, nigga, the floodgates was open. Whatever you needed, you got it. You need, oh, you need, oh, yeah, I got this too. Oh, you need the little small. Yeah, we got some. Whatever you needed, you got. It was free flow. Motherfuckers was partying. Everybody had a job. Wasn't nobody back when they motherfucking car notes. Niggas was back live when Bill Clinton. Hey, man, what? Man, Bill Clinton was that dude, man.
I know. Yeah.
The government is a business, so he did okay. I mean, listen. I mean, the government is a business. I'm not gonna doubt that. And my unlimited provider is just texting me back, but I'm gonna deal with that in a minute. But yeah, but a lot of people will say that he's a businessman, so he ran the country as a business. And I'm not here to say whether he did good or bad. I'm not really here to like really get into that. I'm just saying that the FBI, when the FBI come knocking at your motherfucking door looking for shit, they looking for something. And what they're looking for something specific. They not in there looking for just random shit. If they find some extra shit, then all good. But they're looking for something you have. Normally the FBI don't be playing no motherfucking games, Joe. So I'm just trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like what were they? Yeah, what was what? Yeah. So I guess we'll see. Look, the saga continues with Trump.
Right.
I guess we'll see.
Say all these jokers terrible. I'm done with politics. Period. Yeah. Hey, Slim. Hey,
for real. Yes.
Hey, listen. I mean, honestly, you know, I would honestly like to say that I am with T-Man on that one because for me, I feel like we tried, like we tried. We went out, we voted for Obama. You know what I'm saying? And I'm, you know, it would be people that would say that Obama didn't do what we thought he was going to do, right? And
what did we think Obama was going to do? I think that's what
I mean, as the president, like, I mean, as all presidents, it's like, I mean, listen, soon as he, like, soon as shit was like, okay, he's gonna win. I remember the House Speaker. I can't remember his name. Boehner, I think his name was Boehner or some shit like that. But I remember him saying that it's gonna be stuff, and he gonna be trying to get it through the Senate, and we not doing it. I'm like, this nigga ain't even in the White House yet.
I know. You see how they hate him so much. Yeah.
So it's just a lot that come with that, and so I mean, it could be I ain't gonna say an argument. It could be a discussion of how much Obama did and comparing him to other presidents. I mean, as it should be, because everybody should be able to be, you know, get corrective criticism. Hey, he didn't do this. Oh, he did do this.
Yeah,
he didn't do that. And I know one of the biggest things everybody gonna talk about is the Hispanics and the alphabet community. Woo.
Yeah.
He did a lot for them people. A lot. Like a lot.
Yeah, for like well, we have how somebody just said it now in the comment section.
Look, see, yeah,
exactly.
Hundreds of bills for other ethnic groups. So it would be one of them situations where it's a conversation, and I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you know,
like, oh,
he was right or he was wrong. I just felt like at the end of the day, now, kind of in this era that we're in, I'm kind of tied into the people that I know, you know, my family. Right. I'm just tied into the people that I know. So, I mean, they reach out to me. They need help. If I can help them, I'm going to help them. If I learn something and it's providing me, you know, stability, if it's providing me, hey, I'm sharing it. Because I just feel like I remember Ron said that, what did you expect from that office? And I was like, honestly, I didn't expect anything. Honestly, I didn't expect anything from the people. It's just sometimes you feel like after all of the years and after all of us voting and the this and the that, you would think somebody would come in that place and kind of try to, you know, make the United States great again. Oh shit!
It's just what
somebody say. Click on that link and find all the things he did. My life haven't changed good or bad through any of these folks. And
that's very true.
You know,
that's very true.
Let me see. This world is like a movie, the Demolition Man. Good God Almighty. Sheesh. That's an old ass movie.
That's an old, but yeah, that's a good
And
one.
it's a lot of people. Please try again. Okay. It's a lot of people that have these comments and gonna say certain things. And listen, I mean, I'm gonna laugh if I think it's funny. And if I don't necessarily agree with it, I just don't agree with it. But I'm not gonna go back and forth. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And I just hate to see us get into a situation where just because we don't like a person, or we disagree with views that it got to. I mean, because down here, Joe, when these motherfuckers talk about Trump and you go against it,
I know they're serious.
Listen, they touching people down here. They getting in your face. You got that stand your ground law down here. So I just be like, look, man, you stay over there. I'm gonna stay over here. I ain't got nothing. Man, look, I ain't doing nothing. Hold on, let me see. Oh, we got a couple new people on here tonight. Let me see what's going on. Angela says politics is a joke, but Trump proved that you can't just have anyone in the office. I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Let me see. We got another one. It says, until folks really put the time into politics and watch hearings XYZ, you are going to be out of the loop. I mean, and so I don't want to get too political because I can kind of see these comments coming. All I'm gonna say is we do need to get educated on a lot of shit, and let's go back to the fundamentals of the three branches of government. Let's start there. Let's start with the three branches of government and then work our way down. Because if you think about it, we don't even go vote for our local sheriff. We don't even go vote for our local county clerk. We don't vote for our mayor. We don't vote for our council members. I mean, you say you do, but clearly you're not, because the motherfucker that you didn't want to get in office is in office. So somebody not voting somewhere.
At that level, a lot of stuff starts at that kind of like grassroots, like that local government level. A lot of stuff happens there. So people got to get involved. They got to get in the know.
Yeah, and I mean, and honestly, that's exactly how I feel. I mean, honestly. But I wanna keep moving because I got a couple more. But this thing right here, it made me snicker a little bit, right? Because it's almost like you don't even want correctional officers to do their job, even though this is a high profile person. So I guess when I saw this, I was like, so what the fuck did they let two white correctional guards guard him? Like I'm confused. Like was it his, like, did he say, hey, I don't want these two guards guarding me? Like, was that his request? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, I'm happy for the settlement though, because somebody was bullshitting and somebody said, you know what, fuck that. Yeah, y'all gonna give us this money. And I'm gonna let you go, but I saw something today because what's his name? Charles White, I think that's his name, Charles White, right? He said that he would literally go to jobs and literally get hired to jobs specifically to get them in trouble by suing them so he can have monetary gain. I was like, damn. He said, oh yeah, I work for this company, I got 40,000. I work for this company, I got 10,000. I was like, damn. So to me, it's almost like you're a correctional officer, you're at work, and your job won't even let you do your job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm glad that I am glad that these correctional officers did speak up, because they must have been like, wait, we can't, like, what's up with that? Because what I'm reading is that it was the detention center that was prohibiting any officer of color to guard him. Like, what? Come on now. Like, this is, I mean, I know he's probably a high profile prisoner, but he's a prisoner at the end of the day. So any correctional officer should be able to guard him.
Right. I mean, who's on duty? Like, I mean, and then even because I've done security, so I know sometimes when you get high profile people, the security company may want the seasoned veterans to, guard the high qualified person. So I don't know. I don't know how it worked out, but if you got a $1.5 million settlement, somebody ain't do something right.
Yeah,
Because somebody felt a certain type of way and went and said something and
yeah.
got that motherfucking money and gave y'all the motherfucking deuces. Oh, here go my 2 weeks notice right here.
Right.
Yeah, I just deposit my check. But
one thing I am kind of happy about is that, that this, with this part aspect of the story, I'm just happy that they stood up and, felt something was definitely biased and was just like, I'm going to speak out. I'm going to sue this county. I'm going to sue these people, and so I can, because this isn't right. I mean, I am happy that they, did stand up for that. When they saw the bias, happen.
It go both ways. I mean, to me, I feel like at this day and age, it go both ways, man. I done seen white officers go at white people. I done seen them go at black people, Chinese people. I mean, I done seen black officers go at black. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I just feel like when I looked at that, I was like, I'm just glad people aren't letting shit happen to them and not doing nothing about it. Like people are like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna do something, or I'm gonna say something, or you know what I'm saying? Make hold people accountable. We always talk about that accountability.
Absolutely, because even like how there's a whole lot of racism. There's a whole lot of racism definitely in prison. That's definitely everywhere. But you can still speak up about it. Like, no, I'm an employee here. I'm employed here, and I can't guard this. No.
1.5 million ain't no chump change for a correctional guard. They bought it. Yeah, they bought to go buy 3 lines. Like,
they don't want no smoke
in Florida and be chilling.
Yeah. And I guess, and then the county was probably like, we don't want no smoke. We don't want this to now become some sort. So let's give them their 1.5.
Let's give them what they want, and let's get the fuck out of there. Exactly. And I mean, to me personally, I feel like, like your sister saying, hold people accountable. But I just feel like it's not like with these killings, with these police officers and these rogue police officers, and after they done killed 10 people, and then people starting to dig into their shit, then you starting to find out that they was like this the whole time. But if you think about it, if it happened to you and he, didn't do what's the word I'm looking for? Didn't do his due diligence on treating you a certain type of way, you can go to the police station. You can get his name and his badge number.
Of course.
You can put that pen and paper and change shit. I mean, and then the person after that, so it ain't no trail like, oh, we didn't know. Nigga, you didn't know. It's people.
There's a whole trail.
And even after these police officers do the shit and then it's an investigation, then you find out, people came to you and told you that this nigga was fucked up out here and you still ain't do nothing.
You still didn't do nothing.
Like,
so,
what the fuck? Like, come on, Joe. Like, come on, man. That's crazy. Look, your sister told me I need to contact that lawyer. I mean, listen.
Right.
Listen. It's some lawyers out here, when you call them and tell them what happened, they like, oh, let me jump on that.
Perfect.
Let me get that.
We got a case.
Because in some cases that you're going to win regardless.
Yeah.
In this case, clearly, somebody made a phone call and the lawyer was like, oh, we need their ass up.
Yeah, like we noticing nobody of color can guard this dude, because of course what he's locked up in here for. No, it ain't gonna happen.
It got a little. I was like, listen, I'm just happy. Like I said, I'm just happy that motherfuckers are holding people accountable. I'm happy about it. Now, this next story. Hold on, let me get this comment before I go to this next story. I want to make sure. What's going on, champ? I like I said, if you're in the group, I don't know who you are, but Southside salute all day long. So this right here, matey, I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm gonna let you read it and tell me if you've seen this on the internet yet.
Okay, so it said WTF is going. Oh yeah, it's going. What is it? It's going on with white women showcasing black men like they just got them from an auction. Boyfriend hoe. Yes, this is a story I did not see.
So there's these videos with these women, right? And they're not black. Some of them are white. I think I saw one where the lady might have been Spanish or Vietnam, whatever, right? And she pulls the black dude into the shot, and she was like, "Yeah, I got him a couple months ago, and he can cook, and he's a little hard-headed. He doesn't clean up, but he's good. Look at him turn around." I mean, I'm just like,
Wow.
And the nigga and the boyfriend,
what's he doing?
He with the shits. He like giggling, and I'm like what's like I mean,
but what do you think this is about?
It might be all fun, but I'm noticing that I feel like this. I honestly feel like this. With some stuff, I feel like it's going to attract some type of attention.
Yeah.
Even though you say you don't, it's going to attract some type of attention. Why? Because if you get that type of attention that you don't want, that's on you. You did that.
Hey, I mean, I see this. There's some comments coming on this one.
Yeah, I already knew.
I mean, to me and I'm glad I just haven't seen those videos because I just,
what the fuck?
Yeah, I just get so tired of this whole thing. First, I mean, black men are not something, that you get off from the auction. I mean, these are real live men. You dragging them into a shot. Like, oh, look what I got. I just got. Kevin, I definitely don't like stuff like that. And I don't care if it is just for social media, for likes, comments. I don't care. Like, this is getting despicable. This is getting disgraceful, distasteful out here.
Following the trends, and that's what it is. These challenges.
But why do now black people or black men now gotta be at the forefront of that? Like, at whose expense is all the likes for? Oh, black people. Oh, we'll definitely put them in there. So that I'm tired of stuff like that. That's why social media gets on my nerves sometimes. Because things like that.
But you see what Marissa just asked? Could it be wealth and security for those black men? Now you see how that.
What do they mean? Like they got paid to do that, or?
But you see how that is here, but then it starts going like this because people see it different ways. I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to have her like talking to me like I'm a piece of motherfucking meat and be laughing and be like, yeah. And one chick was like, yeah, he's not in engagement mode yet, but I'm trying to get him there. I'm like, what?
I don't like what's going on. What? I don't like no structure.
Yeah, people believe that negative attention is good attention because they're trying to increase their followers and get likes.
Of course, but but why always at black people's expense? Sometimes I think that's what I'm getting tired of. Like, why don't you find a boyfriend of some? I mean, I know it's me now. I'm getting mad, but why don't you find a boyfriend of your same race and you do the same thing? Why gotta be black men?
Oh, how did I know we was gonna get some funny ass comments from the group tonight? Oh man,
you said they had the white women doing dog tricks.
Oh my god! and again, I like to do all the comments. So again, and it's not that we care, but I listened to somebody who looked at the video and the way they broke it down. They broke it down more in a way of again emasculating the black man. And so
I was about to say that. I think that's why I care so much. Because I get tired of that. I do. I mean, Kevin, I do because I can go. I always got time for
get a bag like all the way around. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I mean, that's the only thing. When I looked at it, I was
I think it is. It's a whole nother way. Like, here we go. Black men aren't men now. They show dogs and puppies, and now I'm bringing them on my. It's the same thing. That's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing.
In this case, we're talking about black men, but you can clean up any person, man or woman, and make them look good to be eye candy. I mean, if you listen, if you willing to work to do all that, but you really don't fuck with that person, I gotta think about where your mental at, because I don't get why I do all of that. Why dress the person up and do all that?
But my question is, is this all race of men that this is a trend on TikTok, or is it just black men?
I've seen 4 videos, and every video has been a white or other gender, other ethnical woman and a black man. All 4 videos.
They know what they're doing. They wouldn't bring no white man in and say, "Oh, this is Bob. Look, I cleaned him up."
They getting sponsors. They might be. They might be getting sponsors. They weak and are like the females back in the day. I mean, listen, I see, and again, I can't really, and so I think now that I'm, kind of on social media, right? I think that I'm letting my box open up even further, right? So I can't say I totally agree with that comment because I don't know what the dude's motive was for being in the video. Like Marissa was just saying, maybe it was a payday. Maybe niggas willing to be embarrassed to get bread. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I can't totally. Now I'm not saying that I disagree with it, but I'm just saying, but I can't totally agree with it because I don't necessarily know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like what was the real? It is
crazy.
It's just crazy, and I'm just tired. Like, why do we have to be? Like, why?
That's what it is.
Why does it have to be at our expense?
That's some real shit, Slim. Because social media is turning into official news. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So because people are getting paid on viewership.
People are. No, people are. So they think the more, just like what Angie said, the more negative a comment is, the more it's going to get a buzz going, and
so
it's going to get the likes.
So it's like your sister, all of us on the same page. Because I'm not saying that. But is kind of what I'm saying. Like, why does it have to be on? Why does the joke have to be on us? Why does the?
Why?
You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we allowing ourselves to be subjectified? I'm getting real serious now. Subjectified. Like, why are we objectifying ourselves like that? That's some good.
I just get tired of that, Kevin. I just get tired of it. I'm just getting tired of us always looking crazy on social media.
We gonna keep going. We gonna keep going. But somebody just said something because we've been saying this for some years now, though, and niggas is still on the bullshit. Niggas is still wearing their pants tighter and tight. I mean, niggas wearing pants where they motherfucking pants don't even go around their waist. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in the 80s. Back in the 80s. It was kind of straight, not tight, but not all the way loose. You know what I'm saying? 90s came, it was baggy, and, you know what I'm saying? Baggy and shit. Then past the 90s, a little sagging on the ass, looking like they trying to invite somebody. But now it's the reverse, and now everything small, everything tight. Like, nigga, when a nigga put some jeans on and you can see his motherfucking calf, no.
Jesus. It's just not cool.
If a man got on some pants and they hugging his calf muscle, no. There's no strong male figures in their lives, and that could be a. That's another conversation.
That could be a whole. Like, I have an idea, but
it comes back. It comes back to the money, though. Motherfuckers kind of do anything for money now. Motherfuckers being embarrassed and talked about just to get a check, just to get likes, just to get recognized.
I know black people, period, gotta get it together, but black men gotta get it together because they're the leaders of our race. And they need to just get it together. They need to get on board so everybody can follow.
Them women are saying they value their men because nobody else wants them. I mean, listen, I'm not even gonna touch that one. I mean, that's neither here nor there.
Women are saying they value their men because nobody else wants them.
Yeah, I mean, somebody wanted them before you because they was with somebody else before you. So,
but are they valuing them men, showing them like they the new puppy that they just got? Is that value? I mean, like, I'm being honest. Like, is that Kevin? Is that how you would want Angel to?
Not at all.
Do that? She values you, but
honestly, I feel like she knows she wouldn't be able to get away with that.
She knows. She knows.
You know what I'm saying? Your mate know what you going for. That's why I say it could be a full conversation because, like I said, the nigga was probably with the shits. Look, honey, I'm about to do this. Okay,
you're like, all right, come on, baby, let's go ahead.
It is what it is, man. Let me see. So, I've seen dudes in school, 17 years old, making more money than the principal. These dudes was grown men, superstars without social media. I mean, listen, I definitely agree with that, right? because a lot of stuff that we did back in the day, we didn't have social media, we didn't have camera phones and shit like that. You only had the people who knew you and either respected you, didn't respect you, liked you, didn't like you, whatever, and it was whatever. Because everybody was doing their own thing. But I mean, this is a comment strictly coming from the Southeast area. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know who this guy is. And so I would say that would be a true statement. But I mean, shit, we ain't had social media back then. I need our people to be more woke. We have our responsibility to our people and our community.
Yes, I mean,
and I mean,
I'm telling you, it's a struggle.
It's a struggle.
It's a struggle when you are very awake and very conscious, and it's just like when you hear stories like this, you like, it's just really just.
But see that, like what the man just said, why are we willing to be baboons for the cones? You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Look, the most powerful race in the world is broken.
Oh, yes.
Wowzers.
Oh, yes. Whoever said that. That was that, because that's what they, but honestly, Kevin, that's what they see you as. Everybody knows that black men are probably the most, they are the most strongest species out here. That's why they have to constantly do stuff like that. That's why now it's a trend to show your black man on, they have to do that because they want to weaken you all so badly.
Yeah, it was just one of them things. When I saw the video, I was just like, what? I was like, what is it? Like, who? Mm-hmm. And then I saw another one. I was like, what?
What is this? What's going on?
Yeah. So now I'm about to. We got all the comments coming. I'm gonna try to get through them and make sure people get through something. I don't know, but I'm about to go a little serious now because I feel like a lot of this shit happening. Even when Angel go out, at night, to walk or whatever, just any female period. And it's just like it's almost like it's not no more just watching your back from your surroundings and the people in your area. You gotta watch your back from the police now. Like this shit is crazy. So I saw this story about this black woman being manhandled in a park after hours. She was there with a friend. I'm gonna just say a friend, and they didn't realize how late it was, and it was dark. Police pulled up. I guess asked them what they was doing, whatever. The police officer wanted to get a young lady a ticket. The young lady was like, "What type of ticket?" I guess just asking questions, and then saying that she was asking my way, but she was just asking. And it was the guy that she was with was recording, and she even said, "I just asked you for your badge, for your name and your badge number." And I said that after you explained to me what the ticket was, I was going to sign it. The dude was like, "Oh nah, that was your other option. Now I'm locking you up," and he roughed her up. To the ground.
And
he had a little mask on. He would never let it come down. I was like, "That you's a bitch." I said, "You don't want your face to show because you's a bitch." Like,
absolutely.
If anybody saw this video, people know me. I get passionate when I see bullshit. And this nigga, and this was my thing. This was my, and I don't even want to say Angel. Let's say I'm with my sister, and it's me and my sister, and we in the park. We probably, had some shit on our mind, we chilling, whatever. Police pull up. Oh my. By an officer, we ain't even see it was just like whoop, and that happened to my sister. I'm not holding no motherfucking phone.
I know. I did think about Kevin. That was honestly my first.
I said in one of my comments. I was like, I had to be locked up for her because I was already stole his ass like stuff.
Yeah, like I said, this dude recorded. He recorded everything.
Sometimes I feel like as a man, why the fuck would I be wanting to hold this?
I know. I would be going, absolutely. So he's recording all this. And you're just like, where is that was my first, Kevin, honestly. That was my first thing. And of course, the story was going on and on more about the lady being mishandled, which was definitely just wrong on all counts. But I couldn't forget the dude that was holding the phone.
So somebody saying she brought that on herself, bullshitting, on complying. That is a statement that I'm going to say I don't 100% agree with, but I wasn't there. And I speak to officers all the time, and officers always say this. Officers always tell me this. Kevin, you was not there. So you don't know exactly what happened or what the officer asked or how respectful he was before that camera came on. I was like, you know what? I'll give you that. I will give you that. I said, but even with that, this I don't give a fuck whether she wasn't complying or not. She didn't deserve to be manhandled like that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And for the person that commented on that, if that was your sister, if that was your aunt, if that was you, I mean,
no need to
would you say the same thing?
Like that. Yeah,
like, come
there's
on,
no need.
Like, I mean, when I saw the video, I didn't really see. I mean, her voice wasn't live. I mean, I don't know, because I wasn't there to see it, and I always try to think about it that way when officers say, Kevin, you wasn't there. You're right, I wasn't there. But also, as people who are viewing it, we can only go off of what we saw.
Yeah, and it wasn't like she told them, I'm about to kill one of y'all, let me get out my...
Give me a bigger picture.
And this is what I don't understand from officers or what their judgment should be. But if someone is not blatantly, I feel, threatening to kill you or do, why all the manhandling? Like, why all of that? I just don't get that. Because it wasn't like she was saying, I'm going to kill you. Oh, such and such, don't get my piece out. It wasn't like she was saying any of that stuff. Now maybe get worried and start manhandling and stuff.
Now,
but she was just...
Now, this comment, I agree with to a degree. Because I do feel like, especially for me, I know I want to go home, I'm tired or whatever, or I just don't feel like fucking with these police. License registration. Nigga, when he get to my car, that shit right in my fingers. Just so you can go ahead and do what you do, and so I can go ahead about my business. I ain't gonna be smart with you. I might be short. Sir, where you going? Here go my license registration. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all you really want. So I get it. But I do feel like at some point, police officers need to be held to a high standard because they hold more authority than regular civilians. So they need to be held to a higher standard of how to. I followed this white dude. I can't think of his name, but I think he's a sergeant or a lieutenant. He's a white dude, and he kind of does the police. He follows them, he critiques them, and all of that, right? And he was just saying, you know, some police officers became police officers for the wrong reasons. And it comes out in their work.
Absolutely.
Like if you go to a police officer, or if it's one on camera, and you know, I saw one a couple days ago. A dude was in a fast food restaurant. He walked up to the sheriff. He asked the sheriff how he was doing. He said, "I'm good." He said, "Man, thank you for your service. I got your meal today. Why did you become a police officer?" He said, "When I was young, I saw stuff happen in my community that I couldn't, help out or control, and so I wanted to become a police officer to help with that." So when you hear officer like that, you kind of get from him like, "Oh, he might be all right, dude."
Yeah,
but these other motherfuckers, they don't talk to the camera because they fucked up. Them the ones you got to be like watching. Like, this nigga don't want to say nothing.
They just want to rough up people, rough up,
that bullshit.
Certain races. Like, that's why they became police officers.
Look, see, the backtrack bullshit and sign a citation instead of asking XYZ. Listen, that's your opinion. People want to know why they're being arrested. People want to know why they're getting it. People want to know.
That's a part of their rights, though. That's part of
their right of knowing what is going on and why. That's what I'm saying. Some people might want to be compliant and signing shit and not really know what was on the paperwork. And now after you sign, there's a whole bunch of shit you got to do. But if you ask questions and what is this and what is that and so when you go get your lawyer, you can be like, yeah, he told me to sign this. He said this was this and this. So you can educate your lawyer, and now your lawyer got a defense. I'm like, oh, now we're gonna get this shit thrown out. So I can't really say.
A good officer will already tell you what's going on and explain what's going on as he's doing his job.
I would say a veteran officer will do that, but we don't know if he's an asshole or not just because he's doing his job.
That's the difference between an asshole officer.
I see one.
I've dealt with officers. Good officers, they explain exactly what they're gonna do before they're doing it, while they're doing it, what it's for. They talk you through the whole process.
But that's to me, I think that would be the best example of a police officer doing their job.
Yeah, now that's a good police officer. But
do it as I say, and don't ask no.
And then grabbing you when they feel like your time is up or you ain't doing what they do.
Right. And then some come automatically with the attitude. Because I've been stopped by police officers who've come automatically with the attitude off the break. Like they want you to, do something so they can just, yep. So it's.
So what was this Angela was talking about?
Yeah, she's like, the question is, if she was a white woman, would she have been treated the same way because of the? She said because they bring the noise 100%. Right? Because white, you don't think the Karens out there wouldn't have been asking them same questions? So they would have.
And I mean, to be honest, I think he probably would have treated the Karen the same way, because I just feel like police officers in their mind, they're above all of us who don't have a badge and a gun. So they like, I don't give a fuck what I do to whoever. I'm a police officer. The fuck? Yeah. Fuck is gonna happen to me? Yeah, I saw you, Tony Man. So Tony Man said they should hire officers from the community they work in. We always talk about that. Yeah. They bring suckers to neighborhoods that are afraid of it already. Scary folks shouldn't be in.
Wow. Yeah. Absolutely.
Again, I feel like if you, we've had conversations like this because me and Tony Man know officers that went to Blue with us or went to college with us, and fast forward, we know them now, or met them outside of school. It was dudes that saw us at the club. What's up, Slim? What's you good? What's good? Y'all, oh man, come on, they with me. And so you got that type of relationship. It's all good. But I can't turn around and say that this nigga ain't no asshole on the street. I don't know. He ain't that bother me. So if somebody asks me, you fuck with him? Yeah, he cool people. Well, he shot my cousin. Now that's a whole different story, right? But for the most part, the dudes that we know, they not on the news, and they not dealing with a whole bunch of bullshit because they know the community. They know the people that they are encountering. Like even if it's a hostile situation, they know how to deal with it. They know how to
know them.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get people to calm down. Listen to me. I hear you, ma'am. Listen, ma'am. Listen. They go back to what they've learned in middle school. What they've been taught from their uncles. And I got a homie who told me he became a police officer, was in a police academy. When he graduated, he didn't even tell his folks that he was in a police academy until he graduated. He told them that he was in the fire cadet program.
Oh, wow.
Because he felt like, he was going to get looked at a certain type of way.
Yeah.
And his grandmother said, baby, don't ever do that. Don't ever lie to me.
Yeah.
Always tell me what you
have that accomplishment.
You know what I'm saying? But you got some officers that are like that, though. Don't want to tell you that they police officers might be doing sucker shit on the side. Like,
they just don't want that.
That's crazy. To me, I just feel like keep your hands to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Have respect, for the public. That's who you are paid to serve and protect, man. Like especially just with women. Because I'm that dude. I'm the dude that have seen dudes roughing up women, and I have stepped in. Niggas, you put your cape on. No, I don't look at it as me putting my cape on. I look at it like that could have been my sister. That could have been my grandmother. That could have been my aunt. That's somebody's aunt. That's somebody's mother getting beat the fuck up. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna walk past her and the nigga beating her. I'm like, I walked past this dude. He was literally both fists hitting this lady. Walked up behind him, hitting him back in his head. Boom. He looked. He turned around. I was like, and what? He was like, man. I said, man, get out the car. I threw her $20 and said, go get on the bus. He ain't going nowhere. Oh, he might follow me. I said, he ain't following you tonight, my man. I'm coming out the car. Kevin, what's going on? We bought a handle cuz real quick. That's it. And I'm not saying we did anything, that's gonna put us in jail, but we did talk to cuz like Slim. Not around here. You might want to do that where you live at, but right here, nah, we can't do that right here, Slim. So we need you to get in your car and go do what you do, Slim. And I feel like it's not enough of that,
Oh, it's definitely not enough
in the community. Fuck the police.
Definitely not enough of that.
We walking past motherfuckers getting fucked up, pulling our phone out like it's funny. Like, come on, yo.
Yeah, it's definitely not enough of that. It's not.
It is a lot, and the comments are coming through, so you're gonna have to help me with the comments.
Yeah,
I did want to talk about this real quick though, because I feel like a lot of times we put a lot of emphasis on the alphabet people, but the alphabet people, like all of us, are fucked up. So it's a gay couple in Georgia charged with using their, listen to this, adopted children to make child porn.
It's sick, man.
Are you serious? Alphabet community, this is what y'all doing. Oh my God.
All I'm gonna say is this story. You laugh at Kevin. All I'm gonna say this story is one of those stories where
this is
definitely gonna get this is definitely gonna get all the gay couples that want to adopt kids. This
motherfucker, they shit up.
This is about to
what's his name? Clarence Thomas. He already saying same sex.
Roe versus Wade. You know that's the next one.
They throwing that shit out. So this right here. I mean, I ain't trying to be funny, but this right here might have put a dent in their shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
Kevin, this definitely. I don't even know why I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at the story. I'm just thinking about this is gonna hurt them because they, you know how that's their first go-to. Once they get married, they want to adopt children like that. I mean, that's, they want to have full rights, like how heterosexual couples get have full rights with adopted kids.
What the fuck?
But to make
sleep in a house with them, I would not be able to.
This is in. I meant to, me. I meant to see what color the kids were, what race, but I don't think they mentioned race for the kids. I'm just always just curious about stuff like that. But I had my opinions.
I know this backtracking, but see, Tony Man say the same thing. Kato, I cranked the Joker for beating the chicken after she got up and stole me. I mean, I've been through that too. And when the chick went at me, I was like, you know what? I'm done with this shit. It's hard. It's hard for me to. I think if my heart is like, Kevin, go do something, I'm gonna do something. But if I feel like it's gonna harm me in a certain way, or if it's gonna, I don't know. I gotta think about that because now I'm old. I got kids. I got people who love me. Yeah,
you have some stuff to lose.
A couple of times, and what I've always done is I've always prayed, ma'am, do you want me to call the police? They gonna say yeah, or they gonna be like, I'm all right.
Yeah, they do. Yes, yeah, they do. That's always the first thing. I'm okay. I'm all right. You don't got it.
Offer to call the police.
Yeah.
And the man always be like, she all right. I'm like, I'm not talking to you, sir. I'm talking to her.
You see what your sister said?
What she said? Oh, she said, "Oh, they just sick. It was nothing to do." Of course. Oh, yeah, we know that.
So you hear that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, y'all gay because y'all married, but.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're still a sick person, I mean, we know heterosexual people, do child porn. That they do too. It's no, I mean, they're not exempt from being sick people. But all I'm saying is that this is going to hurt their chances because adoption places already, they already have an uphill battle because they're coming in as two gay couples wanting to adopt kids. This story is just going to just make it worse. I feel this is just going to make it worse for them.
Somebody's comment is saying that you got to go read the blog about the little girl raised by same-sex foster parents. I learned a lot about that feelings different. Okay, I guess she's saying she's feeling different. Well, I mean, listen. I know a story like this where I know a gay couple who adopted a young boy, right? And he ended up leaving them because he was like, as he got older and could define what he thought a man was, he was like, I don't want to live here no more. And he was a teenager. That nigga went to go live in foster care, or not foster care, and state care. And grew up and got a GED and
because he just
job. He was like, I'm out. I don't want to deal with this shit. These niggas catching each other and shit. The fuck? I don't mean to say it like that.
I just sometimes feel like that's all they know, so they wouldn't look at it any. I mean, especially if they're just normal, regular, loving parents. I mean, I just feel like there's nothing wrong. I mean, if the children are being raised in a nice, safe environment, not child pornography environment.
I mean,
a healthy environment is a healthy environment.
Doing your thing and being authentic. I'm for the shit because we all should be our authentic self.
Yeah.
But when you doing some sick shit like that, then I look at you different. And it was a dude that they interviewed in the neighborhood, and he was like, he white dude. He was like, that's what he said. He was like, We don't have that type of mess happening around here. We show our hope. We show our glad that the cops caught the guy before we did. I was like, oh.
No.
he said that on camera. I was like, damn, cuz. Might want to be careful. They might come back and
don't play with that kid.
You were threatening them? No threat. Goddamn it. We caught their ass. They wouldn't have made it to the police station.
And it's already said that these kids, they were already unwanted because they're an adoption. Now here you go.
Doing that to them. So now these kids, what we always talk about? Mental health. And this story right here. Hold on, let me check these comments real quick before I go to the next one.
Okay, I see one comment and I'm not. Kevin, are you okay? Did you see this one?
What?
Both parents wearing pads or standing up. Just didn't say that.
I mean, I can't answer that. I'm not gonna try to answer that. And that's a group member. See what I mean?
I'm honestly gonna say I don't think nothing's wrong. If you're raising a child just healthy and a good, I don't know how much more to stress that a good, loving, healthy environment. Who cares what?
If the kids is good, I'm good. If the kids is good, I'm good.
But if they
raping and touching and
that's some kids
doing that shit, no good.
Yeah,
no good.
So,
now this next story, this some sad sucker shit, but I need to know why. I need the ladies to help me with why niggas is doing this shit. Like, I need to know why. All right. So first one is a father of 6 killed his baby mother. Well, I'm sorry, killed his mother by stabbing her to death. And then another father is talking crazy on live, and he was found later dead with his 3 children in the car with him. What? Why? What the fuck? Like, I know women keep talking about these niggas is raised different, but that's way past. This nigga's on live.
But you want to know, okay, I got a serious, and maybe some people in the comments section could help. I mean, my whole thing is, this is my first question. When I see stories like this, I want to know, was something wrong with the dudes before? I'm not going to say wrong. I shouldn't say wrong. Were they already suffering from some sort of mental thing anyway before all of this went down? While you were dating him, was he a little, was he a little violent? Was he a little, I'm trying to sound politically correct, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's something.
Yeah, like,
I mean, I honestly feel like, when people talk about family, right? Mm-hmm. It's so many avenues and so many aspects of family that we miss when we talk about family, because it's little shit like this. Like, if this nigga's been around the family, somebody in this young lady's family is like this. What the fuck is up with this nigga?
Somebody is, because you always
trying to get an understanding. Yeah,
because you always and let me go to some of these comments, because one person says, the man has lost soul and has been pushed to the edge. Of course, when we first hear stories like that, that's the first thing that I do usually think about. Like, well, maybe he was pushed to the edge. Maybe he just lost it. But now I'm starting to think about the mental health issues that we have in our community.
Like looking at a 6-year-old and pointing a gun at them and letting the child. How the fuck can I do that? I cannot do that.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm only speaking for me. I can't do that.
I know, but I'm thinking about the mental health issues that we have in our community, and you just wonder, like,
they clearly not being addressed, though. They clearly not being addressed.
No. So rampant now, like growing up.
Social media.
Yeah, like growing
I think it's
social media, a motherfucker.
Mental health didn't just come out in 2013.
Nah.
People have been dealing with mental health, but people always had a line that they just would not cross.
But now they have social media.
Yeah.
And so now they can say something and 5,000 people hear what they said and go into the comments. 3,000 may agree with them, 2,000 may not.
But it is like, but the killing of your kids, all because, I mean, But I do understand what Angel's saying. It's just like, but when is this?
Motherfucker.
But when has this been a style now of I'm killing my kids now because I'm tired of my baby's mother. Like now I'm just gonna kill the kids. Like when has that been?
So when I saw the story about the one with the 6 kids there in the Pennsylvania, Philadelphia area, right? And then the other one is in Oklahoma. So 2 different totally sides of the world, right? But I'm just like, they said that when the mother was found in the van, that the knife was still lodged in her head.
Ooh.
I was like, the mother.
And I'm just like, did that just come out of an argument?
The mother of your children.
She said that she was leaving, and I be trying to find out the backstory of like.
But I'm missing the story, Kevin. If you go back to the thing, was one of the stories where they just killed the mother?
Yes.
Or they killed the kid?
So first story was in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area. It was a father of 6. Killed his kid's mother, stabbed her to death.
Oh, just killed his
second
mother.
one, it was another guy in Oklahoma on live.
Talking about
he was going crazy and talking about this, that, and the third, and talking about people who heard him. And then they didn't show the part when he said he was going to kill himself and the kids. But the police officer said eventually on the live, he said that. So in my mind, he had no choice at that point. But to kill your kid, like the kid, you can hear the kids in the back seat with him.
But you know what, Kevin?
And shit. I'm like, what?
And it is a very mental issue. But now that I see that he just killed the kid's mother, the sad thing is these stories aren't really new. Because even when you think about, because even in my family, there's been stories like that. If you really talk to older people, there's the stories about somebody got killed by somebody. If you really talk to old people and really talk about, somebody has been killed by a spouse, a boyfriend, a girl. It's just like these things. I think it's because like now it's just I don't want to say just out in the open, but these mental health issues these sort of things have been going on for a long time. But I know in our community, some people are very hush about it. Very hush, very like, oh, that's what happened, such and such. Like, you're like, oh, it's just like things like that. Because I know with my family, there's stories like that, and they'll talk about somebody, and then it will come out like, oh, she was actually killed by her, and you're like, oh.
What that one say? The term mental is helping you get a softer sentence. These people know what they're doing. I'm like, listen. So again, that's why I say it's not such an easy thing now for me to just be like, oh yeah, I agree, or no, I disagree, because there's a bigger picture to all of it, especially if we don't know the 2 hours ago, the 2 months ago, the 6 months. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know like what led to all. You're right. We don't really know. What
the end result. I mean, how we feel about the men is how we feel, and I mean, they both some suckers. I mean, I can honestly say that I knew a guy, I worked with a guy, and I did consider this guy a friend. But we've only known each other because we worked different places together, and I hadn't seen him in some years. He ended up working at another job I was working. We worked. I remember my car broke down. Slim would come and pick me up from the crib, bring me to work. Cool peoples. Him and his wife, they invited me to their wedding. I go to their wedding. I mean, everything gravy. Man, I get a phone call from my homie. He was like, yeah, Slim, did you know such and such and such? I'm like, yeah. Oh, yeah, man. The husband just killed his wife while the kids was in the house, left the house, went to his mother's house and on the street, and then killed himself. So, yeah, I didn't see that shit coming.
See, that's what I said. A lot of people don't, and I think a lot of people don't understand too, is that even though yes, it's the kid's mom and it's the kid, but this, I think, well, I always feel like this when it's a murder thing. I think sometimes people forget that killing people or killing other people is not really crazy. It's a natural reaction to things. Like, that's why it's as old as time. Killing and murdering people is as old as, I'm not trying to say the Bible, but it's as old as that. So I'm not trying to say that people are automatically crazy, but it's just like
somebody saying that the dude could have found out that the kids wasn't his. So we kill him.
Very true. Very true. But it's just
I'm
like
not about to catch multiple charges. I'm just gonna leave the situation.
it's just I know, but
I'm not about to
but
catch
I'm
3
so that's
charges.
why.
Oh, these kids not mine? Yeah,
But that's why when you get down to the bottom of it,
yeah. But
like
I'm
it's
not about
somebody
to kill
who lost
the
their
motherfucking
temper.
I ain't about to
It's
do
like
that.
yeah, it's like one of those things. Like, is it somebody who just lost their temper, or is it somebody who's been dealing with mental health issues from the get go? Like, did these people just snap at this point? Like, you know, I don't know. I'm not Tony. I'm not. See, that's why I didn't even want to say it.
Say
That's why I didn't want. That's why I didn't want to say it, Tony. But no, there's certain things that I don't want to become. Like, I don't want to take it to the Bible. I don't want to become biblical. But if you look at the 10 Commandments, these are things that come naturally to human beings. I think that's why they're in there. I think that's why is a such thing as that anyway. Killing, I feel, is a reaction that a sane person can get to. So I don't want to call these men like, oh, I think there's a point where people can snap, people get angry, and people kill one another.
I mean,
I'm not saying it's right, but it happens. It's like the mother of your kids, though. It's like this mother.
I don't give a fuck what was wrong with them. They were some fucking suckers, Joe. Kids.
Course.
I'm not giving it a benefit of the doubt because the young lady was, you know, his age, an adult. I'm just still saying, kids though, come on, Joe. You was a fucking sucker, man.
Sucker,
Joe. You kill kids, Joe.
So the man, that's what I'm getting. So the man, I think I'm getting the story. So did he kill the kids too? That's what I'm getting confused. Did he kill the kids too? Or did he just kill the
and I agree with this. I agree with this wholeheartedly, but I still have not mastered that though. I still have not mastered my temperament. Why? Because the situation could be anything. And we're not fully equipped to just be
that's what I'm saying,
have a
Kevin.
mild temperament when something
but that's what I'm saying.
You know, scary is happening. So
but that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I get what this person is telling me. I understand it wholeheartedly, but I'm just saying, like, I'm still not there all the way yet.
Yeah, like some folks haven't, like
I'm
some
not saying
people.
That these people, you know, were bad people, but
because some people,
what the fuck they did, like, what the fuck?
But some people's temper goes to a certain degree. I mean, like how you said, you're still working on yours, but some people it's like further than that. Like now they get so heated. Now it's time to kill. Like it's that part to me.
Even with that, the thing of it is that when somebody do something to you and you have like that moment of insanity and you blank out from the person that's done something to you is one thing, but a child is very innocent and they did not do anything to you.
No. Oh, well, yes, of course. Like killing kids.
Trying to gun on a child that's looking up at you like, Daddy, what are you doing?
I wouldn't be able to do that.
You know, the killing kids part is.
I would not be able to do that.
The part about this whole thing, yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do that
That's the sick part.
At all. Somebody said that killing is in the Bible because mental health. I mean, killing is in the Bible because mental health is in the Bible, and that would be a true statement. That would be because the Old Testament. Oh my goodness, the Old Testament they used to get it in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the human mind, whether it's mental issues or not, you know, because people that have mental health issues, I mean, I'm not going to say they're not. You know, they're just as normal as us too, because mental health people have been around and for ages as well too. That's what I'm saying. Stuff like that. I mean, it's the human mind. Like it can go there when it wants to go there.
So watch this. So you heard about this nurse in Los Angeles County?
Yeah. Did you see
they said
her
she was doing over 100 miles per hour when she made impact.
Yeah.
They said she was going around 100 miles per hour, right? So she's facing 90 years, but they say she's been involved in 13 other crashes.
Yeah.
13.
Yes.
What? Why the fuck? How do you still have a driver's license, ma'am? Why aren't you catching the Matter bus? What the fuck? 13.
It's
I was reading that shit at work. I was like 13.
I know.
Woo.
And she's facing 90 years, but I mean, this is
And
yeah,
get
you
what?
killed.
Get what? She might do all that.
She probably
Los Angeles, them people, we want what we need for our closure for our kids and our family members.
And then her mugshot, how she was.
But I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. Angel, you too. What the fuck was she doing? In that moment, was she arguing with her baby father? Did she leave something on the stove?
Wait, did they? Wait, hold up. I think they had what you say, Angel?
Los Angeles.
I mean, you did say Los Angeles, but some people just like to drive fast.
And she was haul ass.
If she
was.
So that's just the way she drives.
I might say she a dummy. I hope they throw the book at her.
What they did.
I mean, they trying to. Yeah.
Yeah, look at her. It was like it's like a fiery. I mean, and then it was like
it
was like
it was rough. It was
car
rough.
crash.
It was rough, yo. And when you not real time, but when they show it and it's like kind of the replay of it, and you watch it like build up to the crash and the fire, you like, she was listen. There was the braking system in that vehicle was not going to stop her at all.
No,
she was
like a Mercedes or something. Yeah,
she was getting it in.
No, they said that. They said she had alcohol in her system. So,
but that's what I'm saying, alcohol. But was she beefing with her boyfriend? You better not be trying to take me out of my house. I'm on the way there right now.
No.
Oh, see,
I think alcohol alone, if you that drunk.
She a woman. I know she a woman. Not taking up for her like that. I'm saying I'm trying to be funny, and you like, no, it's something people just drive like that. And I'm trying to be funny, and you killing my funniness. So I'm like, let's move on. The fuck? She talking about I'm not defending her. I know that. I know you're not defending her, bro. What the fuck? All right. So I thought this was interesting too, because it kind of, when people talking about racism and all that shit, but this was wild though, and the story goes deeper. I just tried to write as much as I could that will fit here, right? So in Alabama town abolishes the entire police department after a police officer's text used the term slavery in it multiple times, and it got leaked. So the Vincent City Council voted to shut the entire police department down and dismissed the chief and the assistant chief.
Wow.
They need to start on shoot.
Wow.
Damn.
Nigga, he did what? Slave. Oh yeah, okay. So we gonna vote to shut everything down.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
But watch this though. Alabama. We talking about rural Alabama. I've been to Alabama. I've been to a lot of the cities in Alabama. Goddamn it. Drove a lot of miles in Alabama. Mobile, Tuscaloosa, Auburn, Birmingham, Madison, Huntsville, Mobile. I've been around motherfucking Alabama, right? So you ain't got no police. Now what?
Unless the towns just taking it into their own hands.
So that means we just the motherfucker that I don't like, and I saw his ass last weekend. I can just go knock on that door.
I'm trying to think. Now what though? Like,
what do they put in place? The National Guard or like something?
Yeah, I know.
I'm thinking the motherfucking liquor store about to get fucked up. The liquor stores, the pawn shop,
really, Kevin?
All the shoe stores.
That's gonna be,
man. What? No police department? Shit. We about to get at these people. Fuck that. But
I'm trying.
It's a lot of this shit coming out from like I didn't want to talk about it because I can't remember the dude's name, but I know he's a CNN anchor, and it's a story about something similar to this where he's having unappropriate text messages with somebody else, and they saying that they might get leaked. I'm like, see, motherfuckers like trying to end motherfuckers' career now. They like, fuck that shit.
with the leaked text messages like that. That's what's going on. You just gotta be careful now who you text. Make sure.
I mean, listen, and I mean, sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes when I'm around Hood and T-Man, and we might be having like a real conversation, we might be saying some real shit, we all turn our phones off. Like all the way off. I mean, I don't know if that works, but we turn them motherfuckers off. We don't need Siri or Alexa.
So anybody recording, right?
Yeah. We don't be
So
needing
true.
that shit. So we
That
turn
is
that
so
shit off.
true. That is so true.
So listen, I'm a little leery about this.
Okay.
All right, this monkeypox shit, and I don't even know if I spelled it right, but this monkeypox shit, along with COVID, is a blow. But now, motherfucking China talking about they discovered a new virus.
I know that new virus.
How do you discover it? Is that on the corner? It's just sitting outside and shit, and you just find it, and then you taking it to the lab like, oh, it's a new virus. Like, what the? Come on, y'all, do they fucking think we done or something? Like, what the fuck, man? They all know. I mean, they kind of had me with the 5G. They had me.
Yeah,
I was one of them people that was not sleeping in the bed with my phone no more.
I know
motherfucker on the nightstand. I'm not. Fuck that. They had me on that shit.
Yeah, and now they say
let me put my motherfucking phone, because you know everybody get in their bed with their motherfucking phone. Put that motherfucker. Hello.
But they said it's, and you wonder, and you just sometimes you get, but you get concerned. Like, are they creating these things in the lab? Are they, you know? I mean, all things man-made, because this is too much.
And it made me think about Mexico, because we get ready to go to Mexico. And I just was ready to call to see if there's anything else that we got to do before we come down, because this shit is getting stupid.
It's just, but it's called Levy. Is that how we pronouncing it? The Levy virus. Short for Henny.
That's what it's called?
Henny, yes, short for Henny-virus. And it has, of course, flu-like symptoms. It sounds like COVID. It sounds like the flu. You know, you start off with the sore throat, cough.
And we just found out a good homie of ours a couple of days ago tested positive for COVID. So the shit is still out there.
That's still out there.
It's still out there.
Yes. So now so far China has 35 people infected. 35.
Because motherfuckers is test subjects out here. I mean,
yes.
I believe that one wholeheartedly.
Yes, I do. This is so many viruses.
It's fucked up. That's fucked up, but that's what the fuck we are. Motherfucking rabbits and pigs and shit.
And these ones are through, remember how COVID right?
They keep finding these viruses. Exactly. What they outside? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
these motherfuckers just out here.
Okay, so you know how
to be test people.
Yeah. And then companies get money and they find and all this shit.
But check out how they do the Levy virus.
Something is what type of reaction your body's gonna have to something. So it develops this now contagious thing, and then it starts spreading.
But check out how they do the new Levy if it comes here. Not saying, you know,
it doesn't need to come in. She just enough of what we're dealing with now. We don't need nothing else to come.
But to check this out, y'all. But to check for the virus, you know how
can't afford to get shut down again. I just got this job.
But listen to this. Listen to this, y'all.
Just get my benefits. What the fuck? Shit. About to go get my teeth cleaned next week. They got whole fast.
But listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. Okay, don't you know how COVID you check with it? You know, you check by a nasal swab. Levy to detect the virus, you have to do a deep throat swab. That's what deep throat swabbing. And that's how the virus is detected.
Motherfucking way then.
I don't know why that was so funny. Yeah, they said they check it's a deep throat.
The tech lady at motherfucking Jamaica damn near stuck that motherfucker in my eye. I was like, nah,
just imagine her sticking that down your throat. Just imagine her sticking that down your throat.
Funny. I wanted to steal her ass.
Just imagine her sticking so you open wide. Open wide.
With this shit.
I
was mad as
just
shit.
Imagine her saying, open wide, tongue out. She stick your tongue out. Open wide. So yeah, so that's no.
Man,
So hopefully
listen.
that won't. Hopefully this won't
And
come.
Nick, I'm glad you feeling better, because man, I swear, man, that shit, man, we had that shit. I was like, man, I don't wish that shit on nobody. That motherfucking
I
cough.
know, yeah, no. When I had it wasn't good. It wasn't nice.
That shit was terrible, man. That shit was terrible.
So yeah, so we'll see what's going on. I'm just,
I agree with that.
These viruses.
That homeless people. I mean, you know, homeless people are homeless. They gonna do what they need to do. I mean,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I do think it's control. I do think somebody's making it. I do think they're picking certain times for it to come out, because now they want everybody to be back in the scared to come outside and want to shut shit down again.
They want another shutdown because the economy suffered from that.
I mean, so for me, I feel like, you know, hopefully, you know, me being in management, I can kind of work remotely from home. But if we're not doing no shows, it's like, what work am I doing?
Right.
So it's like when you lose your job, you look into something else, and a lot of people can't bounce and do what I would probably end up doing if that happens.
Right.
So I just be like, damn, I mean, people just get back on their feet, Joe. We don't need another motherfucker.
Very true.
God damn, it's gonna be some bullshit.
Yeah.
Tony man talking about it ain't that bad. Shit, it was bad enough for me, dog.
Me too. I went down with mine. It was bad for me. I got sick.
It was the worst.
My cough started at night when I was trying to
go to sleep. Yeah.
And then
that's the worst time.
I didn't cough that much during the daytime, but at nighttime I was up all night.
It's the worst. Yeah.
I was coughing. I hated that shit.
In the daytime, we had people working on the something, so we couldn't sleep during the daytime either. It was like, they working on the roof or something they was doing. So it was a really bad timing for us.
So somebody's asking, so why wasn't it a huge mass of homeless people dying? I can't answer that.
I know, but you know what?
I'm not a what they call it? Conspiracy theorist. I'm not. That's not me. I don't.
But you know what? I thought about that a lot during the pandemic. I said, you know, the homeless people are not dying like that. It's us.
Hey, that's a real comment. I mean, I kind of agree with that. I mean, we've been talking about population control for a long time. What's the dude name? That was running for president, man, that was telling us about global warming? Al Gore.
Oh yeah,
Al Gore been telling us the continent is
for
fucked
decades
up
now.
for a long time. He talking about, man, the motherfucking polar caps or whatever you call them, they melting. They not supposed to be melting. I'm like, oh shit, what that mean? So shit been fucked up for a while.
Remember in elementary school they been saying like we're killing the ozone layer.
Yeah.
Captain Planet.
Yeah.
I told the teachers how to
how to put that pick up the trash, all that good shit.
We've been killing the ozone layer for years. By now, it's a bigger hole in the ozone layer.
Tony man,
that nigga said, I'm learning Spanish. Tony man stupid as shit. Tony man stupid as shit, man. I agree with that. Big Mike was saying how it's a big majority of black people don't know how to fish, don't know how to farm, don't know how to grow their own vegetables. I said, man, he right though. That's, I mean, so it is somewhat of a scare tactic.
Yeah.
I mean, we all gonna go into survival mode regardless of however we got to do it. But like to have to really do it, you like, damn, this is what we doing.
Yeah, I'd be first
shit.
I know it kind of did make you like, I need to really step up my game on, you know, because it did that shutdown really made me start thinking about stuff like that.
And I agree with this. Better start taking your kids, teach them how to fish, how to camp. Take them to the gun range.
Yeah, I agree.
Really start, you know, laying some of that paperwork background, all that shit, throwing them on them early because they need the shit fucked up.
Yeah.
Shit is fucked up, man.
Learn just some of those basic survival skills. You know?
Hey, yeah, Nick, Tony, man, he terrible, man. He terrible. He terrible. He say toilet paper broke the city.
It sure did. It was, I mean,
crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Toilet paper. He was like, so we gotta go to BJ. They ain't got no toilet paper. She was like, yeah, man, we get BJ. We buy that need to 2 per household. What?
Yeah. Remember they had a limit on it. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
I just don't want to go back to those times. I want to.
Shit was fucked up. So matey, you sent me this, right? And I looked at it and really, I dived into it for like 30 minutes, and then I was like, this is really interesting. So let's kind of talk about this. Like, what did you saw this? What did you think about this? Yeah,
so when I thought about it, because it's kind of funny that this came out. I saw this article today, but I know yesterday I saw something with 21 Savage, how, he was speaking out about the violence in Atlanta, but, he had so much backlash, like, well, your lyrics say this, your lyrics say that. And what he was basically saying is, I'm rapping. Like, this is, I'm not promoting violence. He said, I'm just talking about things that I've been through and what I've seen, growing up, but I'm not promoting violence, telling people to go out and, So a lot of these rappers are saying how the justice system are kind of like criminalizing them over their lyrics. So they were talking about the stuff that happened recently, like with Lil Durk and Gunner, like, they're getting arrested.
I don't know any of those people. I was just saying. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but these are so they're they're
I didn't know who Young Dolph was. They were telling me about Young Dolph. I was like, I didn't know who that was. I mean, I'm just being honest. Hub was like, you don't know Young Dolph? I was like, no.
I was definitely a fan of Young Dolph. But the thing is that these rappers, but I really didn't know this though. Like, the justice system is starting to go after these people because of what they're saying in their lyrics, and they're saying, wow, but no other genre of music, no one's doing. I mean, doing that to them. So what these rappers have done in this article, and mind you, in this one, these are both rappers from, I guess, we'll call it the DMV. Somebody's from Fredericksburg and the other person is from the district. But they were saying how they're just lying now in their rap. They were lying now in their rap, songs. And they had a disclaimer in the beginning of it.
That's not a surprise to me because a lot of these rappers been lying.
They've been lying.
Saying that they did that and the third, and you go to their neighborhood and it's a gated community and they got swimming pools with motherfucking gloves in their backyard and they kids in private school. Like, come on, Joe.
That's what. Yep. So Kevin, basically, a lot of them are now. Well, these rappers have gone to that. Like,
I can't say T.I. his youngest son, one of his youngest sons, the red youngin with the crazy head. They got him on a video with a big ass chopper rifle in his hand with all the teeth and shit. I was just looking like, oh, that's interesting.
That is interesting. But do you want? Okay, but my whole thing is like, but do you think he just learned how to use a gun because they
no comment? Country people? I don't want T.I.
or is it because T.I.'s son is in the streets? T.I.'s son is in the streets.
I don't know if he's all the way in the streets, but when you make a video like that and you got this big ass gun and you talking about we about that life and this, that, and the third. I mean, I can't,
Now
they're getting locked up. I have a right to my opinion, but I just be like, why? Like, why are we doing it? Like, we like people are watching us. Somebody is watching. Like, motherfuckers be going on the internet and be posting their bullshit. Somebody gets up and has a daily routine before they get to work, and then gets to work, punching in at work, and they just watch social media all day.
I know.
And not one person though. They have a whole department of people watching social media. Like, come on.
But the thing is that what these rappers were basically saying, like in the article too, like let's say, because I guess what happened to Lil Durk and Gunner was that I guess it was some trial. There was some case happening anyway, so they were listening close to their lyrics to see did they know anything about it. Were they suspects in the case? Were they this? So these rappers are like, we ain't talking about none of that stuff no more. Even if they were involved in some or they were in that life before, they ain't talking about it.
Well,
They not going to talk
they
about
just passed the law that they can't use the lyrics against them.
I mean, they passed a lot of law. I mean, we'll see. I mean, we'll see what's going on, but.
Right, so
I mean, of course, it should be a law saying that you can't criminalize somebody off of rap lyrics. I mean, that sounds completely out of control.
Some of them are telling the truth. Some of them are talking about what the fuck they really did and all that good shit.
And that's fine, but you gonna arrest them for a rap lyric. So even if it is the truth, it's a song. It's a I just have my opinions. They just doing it because of.
Oh wow! Somebody said they're trying to stop low poverty blacks from becoming millionaires.
Absolutely, exactly. My opinion exactly. Because my whole thing is I can rap and sing about anything I want to. Why should they stop me? Where's my First Amendment? See, where's your First Amendment rights? You know, it's like you can't stop me from saying whatever I want to say because you don't know if it's true or not. It's my word against yours. You don't know what I'm saying. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I
do. Don't try to now bring me, but don't try to, but don't now try to bring me now into police custody because of what you said on track 15. Don't do that to me.
Right.
So it's just
it's a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I honestly can't wait until we get shit. I just forgot that phrase.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness. Heather. Damn, it just.
Oh yeah, yes.
I really can't wait to get Heather on here because it's a lot of stuff that we talk about from the criminal justice side, and I want to ask her police and charges, cases. We should be educated on whatever, and I know she'll be able to educate us on all that stuff. So I can't wait to have her on.
Yes, we can just.
That's a great point. Yeah. Like most music that people that's telling the truth, they don't want people to hear that shit. Yeah. Like Lecrae got a song. He's a gospel hip hop artist, right? He has a song and it's a skit, and when it come on, the skit is, "We want to welcome you to live records. We all we want you to do is live," right? So he started rapping, and the producer was like, "Oh, cut the music." Oh, he was like, "No, you telling the truth. See, this here live record. Live." And that's how they getting paid. They getting paid to do just what we just talked about. They're getting paid to lie and talk about they're doing something, and they maybe really not be doing it. And I'm like, but why lie? Like, why? Now you got people.
They lying because rapping about go. Because Kevin, you know why?
It's making money.
Exactly. And you know the environment of rap and hip hop. I mean, it's very masculine. It's very. What else you gonna rap about? I mean, not saying it like that, but I get it what they're rapping about.
I mean,
but it's just music.
Some of these lyrics are so just everywhere. It's hard for me not to agree with that because we don't know the person who's committing the murder. The person that's committed the murder probably could have been, drinking, smoking, ecstasy, whatever, and then a thought popped up in their head, and now they just running with it because they just heard this song. So a song can have an impact to people at a certain time. I know when I was growing up and I was locked up, listening to The Diary and a lot of Scarface's music back in the day, it got me through. It got me through them long days and them months and them.
But did music ever make you go out and commit a crime?
I mean, it never made me go out and commit a crime, but made me aware of a crime was getting ready to occur towards me. I know how to protect myself. So you know what I'm saying? It's not glorifying it. It's just it's life. And so
that's what I
been
feel like
through
that's
enough
what
shit to know that I'm not
all
about to.
music is.
I'm not about to be all over the social media and all. I ain't about
But
to be.
I just feel that they always have to target our music. Like music to me is the soundtrack of life. So you're going to talk about love,
we give it to them
violence.
to do it.
You're going to talk about all of those things. It's just when we start talking about it.
I mean, most of the younger rappers that I've listened to thus far, and I mean, she named two. I was thinking about because I just found out the Baby and Lil Baby was two different people. Just found that out.
Yeah.
So rappers like Lil Baby, the Baby, all these other young rappers. A lot of their music is sex, drugs, and money. A lot of it. Not saying all of them, but a lot of them.
But what's new, Kevin? The music we listen to is sex, drugs, and money.
I mean, so when somebody says that the music is an influence, I can't necessarily agree with that because, again, I listen to music to get me through certain situations in my life, not to like be entertained. Like that shit got me to a better place versus me sitting back and just being entertained to the music. The shit is calming me down. The shit got me thinking like, I need to, you know what I'm saying? So I can't 100% say that it does not make somebody commit murder because it might in that time. We don't know what's on that person's mind behind that trigger. Like I used to hear this old dude always say, guns don't kill people. People with guns kill people.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
definitely agree, yeah.
I mean, that could be a whole conversation. I mean, that could be a whole conversation, Joe. Because some lyrics do make people like white people. We just watched the joke.
You don't see.
We watched the Woodstock 2. It was like a Woodstock 2. And we watched it.
My sister was talking about that.
And the band Corn came out that motherfucker and got them motherfucking white boys riled the fuck. They tried to fuck shit up. It was two bands. It was a couple bands. That got their ass riled up. But I mean, Limp Bizkit came out that motherfucker and
but the funny thing
is, we gonna fuck this joint up. I was like, oh.
But the funny thing is their music, especially their rock music talks about sex, drugs, and violence as well. But nobody ever puts them on a platform or on a billboard. Their songs talk about the same exact things that rap songs talk about.
I was just telling somebody I agree with that comment while you was talking. That's all.
Oh, okay.
I mean, listen. I mean, we not gonna get into, we can come back. We can come back to that because I got one more question that I want to ask, and we running almost 2 hours. But I wanna come back to that because we can have some dialogue about that, and I can share some stuff that helped me and stuff that I did. So we gonna come back to that. Yes, Woodstock. Yes, man, Angel. Man, that thing had. I was dying laughing. I couldn't help myself. I was like, Joe, I'm amused. So Marissa. So I'm glad you here. Because we had a question that came up in the group, and I said from now on now that I got people in the group watching live, I want to get them, interacting with us as well. So I took a question out of the group, and the question was Marissa's question, and Marissa asked, how independent is it too independent for a man to think a woman does not need companionship? And I thought it was a great question because I thought it was coming from a thought of I really want to know what people think. So
yeah, well, I mean,
question is there. People can read it and
people can definitely chime in. I think this is a really good question because I think women that have been single, I mean, just speaking for myself, I mean, I've never been married, and I'm 42. So it's just like when I see things like that, there's been times in my life where I thought I may be too independent for a man, just because I have to survive out this life. So I need shelter and food and a job for myself.
Did you talk to him about that? Did you talk to him about that?
No. I haven't really talked about anybody about that. I'm just thinking when someone comes to my life. I think when some men come to my life, they're like, well, I'm not really needed. I mean, you are needed here. You can provide things.
What though? What though? Like, do they ever say what, or is it ever a conversation of what specifically, or is it just?
I've had men told me that, oh, you never asked me to do anything, or I don't, or I really don't feel like
take out the trash.
And it's like, I mean, and maybe, but Kevin, maybe I subconsciously I didn't do that in the past. Like, I'm used to taking out the trash, so I take out the trash. And I've had men say, oh, I can get that for you. Or like, oh, you don't have to do that. And I guess you do it so much in your everyday life. You just go about, like, a lot of these women, sometimes it's not like you want to be independent. You are just doing everyday life things because you don't have they're.
Well, okay. So once you get that person, when do you dial it back, or when does it cut off? Does it ever cut off?
But you do have to cut it off. You have to constantly cut it off because you want him to know that he is needed. I do need a man. I don't want to take out the trash. I mean, myself, I do not want to take out the trash. I don't. Like stuff like that. I don't want to know about things on my car. I don't want to go and get an oil change. I don't want to do those things. I know. There are so many, I feel, manly duties that I do in my life that I don't want to do. I hate doing anything with my car. I hate taking my car to anybody. I wish a man could do that for me. I just feel any woman, even if she appears too independent, she needs a man.
Women so Tony man keep going back to that we need to go listen to the TD Jakes rant. And I'm like, I did listen to it. And he made a point, but his point, like towards the end of the sermon, had a more detailed, I don't know. I just felt like it was more to the sermon than just the rant.
But even Tony Man said this. Tony Man, men are needed. The women.
That's a true statement, though. If I'm not needed, I'm not needed.
But you all are needed. I think women just have to be consciously thinking, especially. And I can only speak for women like myself. Like, I've been on my own for a long time, doing everything.
How many O's though? How many O's? 30 O's? 20 O's?
Oh, is it like long? Oh yes. Oh, it's 20 some years. Okay, and then I've had boyfriends, but I haven't been married yet. I haven't. So I'm doing so much from like maintaining a household by yourself. So that means like every little thing that comes with that, every little thing that just comes with life decisions and making decisions for the household. I've always been tired of that. I've never wanted to do those things. I never wanted to do it.
So your sister kind of saying the same thing you saying though. She was like, all human beings need companionship. Yes. Women just are out here surviving.
That's so I get it. I'm just out because I need shelter, I need food, I need a job. And if that's too independent, I'm so sorry. But that's what I'm saying. Like, but if that's too independent, because it depends on the man what he thinks too independent is too. Because if I'm surviving out here by myself, I'm so sorry if that's too independent for you. I'm even being a guy survive out here too. But of course, when it comes to my life, there are things that you can start picking up and doing, and I don't have to do anymore. That's it. But men are definitely needed. Men are definitely needed in a woman's life. If that woman just finds a way to kind of release control of certain things in her life, men definitely have a space in a woman's life.
So Marissa's asking, so do you want just a man for those things, or do you want a man for companionship?
I want men for everything. I want men for those things and companionship. I want men for those manly things that I never wanted to do in my life.
Is somebody with you laughing?
No.
I just heard somebody laughing in the street.
No. Nobody's in here.
Angel right here, she ain't laughing. I heard somebody like laugh. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Nobody's here.
I'm getting old. I'm gonna be that motherfucking gummy. Good God.
Yeah. But no, Marissa, I need companionship is my main. Like,
I don't know what she talking about. She just said some wild shit.
No.
Angel, she just never mind. What was you saying? Go ahead.
For both things, like I need men for companionship. I need a man for companionship, but then I also need a man to some of this stuff I need released from me too, because I've always I'm still a woman. There's just things that I don't feel like doing, or I feel like it's more of a manly thing to do in my life, and he can definitely take control of those things. So,
Well,
men are
Marissa
definitely
is pretty much saying she would do it again, wouldn't mind doing it again. So, I mean, I guess, it just has to be the right person, right situation.
Yeah.
It's going to feel a little different because you're on a different path. You mentally, you're elevated than where you were. So, everything is going to be different either way. So,
yeah. But then it's that part, yeah. It's all those things combined. And then the man just feeling a woman, letting the man come in and take care of some of those things and so he can find his space in her life.
Yeah, I mean, and I really think he wants to do that too. I mean, I think if he's really there and he's really like, okay, I'm in this, I think he's going to find ways to participate.
Yeah,
be an active participant.
Yes, I agree.
And you said you have evolved, you've elevated yourself, and you're definitely going to want different things. Yeah. So you're definitely gonna do things differently than you did them before. You're definitely gonna see things a lot different. Like when you see similar, actions, words, whatever, it's gonna make you look. It might not be exactly what you thought it was when you see it again. You like, oh, that was something different. But I mean, you gotta. I mean, it's you. You got you covering yourself. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody to help you cover yourself too. I mean, because you're trying to cover them, but I mean, at the end of the day, I hear people always saying, you got to be in love with yourself first.
You do.
Even understand how to reciprocate that, you got to have it for yourself first.
You got to love yourself first, so you can project that out. So
yeah, I mean, because I don't mind a woman being independent. I don't mind it at all. I mean, Angel pretty much does her thing, but she lets me know when she needs. Boo! What? Shit! Damn. So I mean, those are those things though, and a woman, shouldn't say I don't need no man because tell me you kind of do.
Yeah,
you really a logical thinking person. You do need a man. You kind of do. Some women don't think so. I mean, it is what it is, but I ain't gonna argue with them. But I know we gotta figure out how we're gonna do next week. We gotta talk about that.
We will definitely talk about that.
Because we try and come up with a schedule. I came up with a couple ideas. I'm gonna run them by you.
Okay.
We had to figure that out. Me adding the group though was a good look because now the people that's
I like that.
They can kind of see it from everywhere. So I kind of shout out to everybody that came. Man, we appreciate it, man. All my regulars, but then now we got the people in the group. They coming through. I think it's now with them kind of. It's gonna be a little bit more comments. Gonna be a little bit.
I like that.
I don't know how Marissa did what she did, where you can see her name, but I'll worry everybody else.
I know they just do this. Yeah.
Because when I did it and set it up at the bottom, it was like let StreamYard give them approval for this and that, so that way you can see your comments. And that had never came up, so I don't know if that was something new. I was like, damn, okay. So I don't know. I don't know if Marissa's watching from the group or wanted to pay,
or just from your Facebook page.
I don't know what page she's on. Yeah, so
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it is what it is because YouTube is going to show the YouTube symbol. Then all of the Facebook ones are going to show Facebook.
Okay,
it just came into my notifications. Good job.
Okay,
so what else you got, man? Because we about to get out of here, man.
I mean, that's it. I mean, that's it again. With my what was I about?
Let's do that. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on the Meiji effect, how you came up with it, how you think it'll help people, where people should pick it up. Like, let's get into that. Like, I mean, we've been kind of talking about everybody else. Let's give you the floor and let you talk. So maybe let's do that. We'll talk because maybe we can do it. I don't know. We'll see.
No, that'll be good. Yeah. So I think that'll be a good platform.
So I know a young lady though. She wants to order some of your books and take them to this fair that we having in September. So I need to talk to you about that too.
God.
Yeah, because it's a self-help event. But I told her you are in Maryland. She was like, but she don't have to be here. She could just send us the books. We could just advertise and sell them, and the money will go straight to her. So you give us like your Cash App or your Zelle or whatever, and when they get the book, they can show us the proof that they bought it, and we'll give them the book.
Wow. Okay, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. But for anybody though, the information is down at the bottom to go to my IG page, and that's the website of my blog.
Angel talking about Wednesday the 24th gonna be the birthday edition.
Let's go. That's Angel's birthday. That's Angel's.
I still don't know what that means.
The birthday, Kevin. We'll see. Look. We'll see what that means.
Music. We can't have music, man. We might get shut off. We don't have rights to people's music.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
How did the DJ do our party that year?
What you mean? How did he do it?
DJ Mike.
He did do Zoom.
Oh. We need to do that.
How are we gonna do that? Who gonna provide the music?
DJ Mike.
Yeah, I think it's Angel, like when it's getting recorded and broadcasted somewhere else. I think that's where the copyright issues. But if a DJ is just playing music, a DJ can just play, the music. But it's when it's
I still don't know what she's talking about. Birthday edition. I don't know what she's talking about.
The birthday edition.
Yeah, she's talking about it's gonna be a
birthday edition.
How long? Every 20 minutes is gonna be shot o'clock.
Ooh, Angel.
No, ain't no ooh. Ain't no ooh. Y'all terrible, man. Y'all terrible.
We're talking and we're gonna have birthday hats on. And it's gonna be
who gonna have a birthday hat on?
You and the matey.
I ain't wearing no birthday. That ain't my birthday.
I'll wear a birthday hat, Angel.
It's gonna be every periodically throughout the conversation. It's gonna be shot o'clock time.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Shot o'clock. What the? We ain't gonna get through the shit. We're gonna be drunk. Motherfuckers going to motherfuckers gonna be in the car with these motherfuckers. All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm gonna hit you about that because I don't know what she talking about, man. But listen, y'all. Thank y'all. And I don't know. That's all I got. What you got?
Good night. No, that's it. That's it for me. Everyone enjoy your night. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, sir. Marissa, thank you, Marissa. Neat, T-Man, appreciate y'all. She talking about great topics. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what we do, man. Y'all be